We're going to talk about 4 little words that are going to change your life forever. Most people wait for the right time, the right feeling, or the right motivation before taking action. But the truth is, action comes first, feelings come second. These 4 words, I do it anyways, are a decision, a weapon, and a mindset shift all in one. I'm tired, but I do it anyways. I'm scared, but I do it anyways. I don't feel like it, but I do it anyways. This mindset and these 4 words are going to change your life forever. Let's get into it today. Welcome back to the Marcus Allgood Show. I appreciate everybody listening and watching. And today, I do it anyways is a staple in my life. I don't know when I started using it. It has to be, 2011, a little bit before then. And it's one of those disciplines that if you can get it, it's going to change your life. And what I do is, if I have to, like, I'm deathly afraid of going up the ladder. Not deathly afraid, but I'm scared of the ladders. Like 15, 20 foot up on a ladder, like makes my palms sweat, makes my heart start racing. And I just do it anyways. I just stand at the ladder, stare up at it, take a deep breath, really control my breathing. And I just tell myself, you got to do it anyways. Like, just do it anyways. Just do it. Same with the roller coaster, going on the roller coaster. You just got to breathe through it, make it through it. And then every day when I wake up, I don't want to work out. Like today, this morning was a great example. I didn't even know it was raining, but I woke up. It was like 4:55, and I was like, okay, I'm going to go run. And it's a 70-minute run. It's not like a lazy 20-minute run. Not lazy, but a short little run. It is a full-on 20-minute jog with some fartleks in between. And running is not my specialty, and I really have to push myself to run that far and to keep it going. And then by the time I got out to the garage, I look outside, and it's freaking raining. Here comes the rain coming down, and I was like, oh, I could just row for 70 minutes. I was like, I don't want to do that. I'd rather run because I really need to practice in running for the High Rocks competition coming up. And so I just say, you know what? I'm going to get wet anyways. It's hot. I might as well stay a little cooler, a little bit longer, but let's just go run in the rain. It was like a drizzle. Got a little harder, got a little softer, but the whole time it rained. But the mindset is, I'll do it anyways. I'm going to do it anyways. Like, just get out there and do it. Every day I wake up, just get out there and do it. I could have slept in, but I didn't want. I know nothing's getting done in the afternoon, so do it anyways. It's a discipline over emotion, is what that really means. And your feelings don't get to decide your future. Your actions do. Like, don't let your feelings get in the way of all the action you can take, can get into. Like, if you got something that you need to move on it. Don't sit there and worry about your feelings about, is this the right thing for me? How's this going to make me feel? Blah, blah, blah. Just go for it. It's freedom from excuses. You stop letting moods, fear, and circumstances dictate your progress. The excuses are always going to be there. It's whether or not you can overcome the excuses with the 4 simple words. I'll do it anyways. And build your trust with yourself. That's a big thing. Like, if you tell yourself you're going to go work out in the morning, you don't work out, trust is gone. And you're going to do that constantly upsetting yourself every day that you tell yourself you're going to go do something and you don't go do it. Just get up and do it anyways. Every time you follow through despite resistance, your confidence grows. Every single time you beat that little guy saying don't go do it, and you do it anyways, that little bit of confidence grows and you become the person that you want to be. You become a little bit better each time. That's part of the 1% rule of getting better every day. And in reality, it's probably not 1%. It's probably like 0.01 or 0.001. And it just builds over time. And by the time you start to feel more confident, you've already put in so many reps of beating that little guy, talking to you, the little devil in your head, saying just sleep in anyways. You are crushing that guy so many times. It's probably like 6-7 months worth, and you're starting to feel more confident. You're becoming the person you want to be. And it's all because those 4 little words, I do it anyways. So a couple ways to apply I do it anyways is when you don't feel like showing up. I was just talking to my daughter about it. She goes, I don't like cleaning my room, but I do it anyways. I was like, there you go. You're already learning nice and early. But when you don't feel like showing up, just remind yourself that feelings are temporary, but the regret lasts a lifetime. So do it anyways. Just show up. Just go do it. A lot of times we all feel that way. We make plans and we're like, man, I didn't want to do this today. But you go do it anyways and you usually feel better afterwards. Most of the time you're not going to regret it. It makes you feel better and it's going to give you a bigger win. When fear creeps in, recognize fear as a signal you're growing. Do it anyways. Like I said, I stand at the end of the ladder. I look up. I just go up the ladder anyways. I take deep breaths, really control that fear, and just make it happen. When it feels uncomfortable, growth only lives on the side of discomfort. Do it anyways. Make it happen. You cannot sit in the state of comfort the whole time. You got to get uncomfortable doing different things, whether it's climbing the ladder, working out, going to your job. Anything that gets you out of that comfort zone, taking a different route on the way to the job. That gets you out of the comfort zone too, because your brain will get into that pattern of just going, and next thing you know, you're in a spot that you didn't even want to be because you took the same route, or you thought you were going somewhere else. Like you thinking you're going to your work, but you really want to go to the park or something like that, and your brain just goes into autopilot straight into work. It happens all the time. Like you try and take a different route, but once you're in that autopilot, it's over. So get out of that autopilot, get out of that comfort zone, make some things happen. And when you think no one else is watching, integrity is built in private. Do it anyways. Like sometimes I think to myself, like, is anybody watching? I'm just gonna do it anyways. Nobody's gonna notice. It's gonna be okay. I just won't do it. No, somebody's gonna notice. It's you. You're the one that's gonna notice. Do it anyways. You're the one that's gonna think back a week later and be like, man, I should have done that. I don't know why I told myself not to do it. So be the person who does it. Be the person who shows up for yourself, and be the person that gets things done and congratulates yourself and gets those little wins every day. 1% better. This thing can ripple effect into your whole life in all different ways. Mine, it's done it in fitness and business and my relationships. And in fitness, when I show up to the gym on the days I least want to be there, those are the days where I grow the most. And what I mean by grow the most, at the end of it, I'm like, man, I sure am glad I did that workout. I feel way better. Like I'm not so tired. I'm not so blah. My mood's better. The endorphins are pumping. I'm happier. I'm ready to go. And in business, you make the call, send that email, post the content, even when you feel awkward. It's gonna be okay. And it compounds into momentum. It's just gonna keep going. The more little wins you stack over the time, the more momentum you can get. The more you post, the better it's gonna be. The more practice you have, like these podcasts. I'm still not the best at them. Could I improve on them? Yes, and I try every podcast that we do. I try and improve on them. And then in relationships, having the hard conversations, apologize, express love, even when pride says don't. Like always show love to the person that you're in love with. And, apologizing goes a long way. And having those hard conversations, it's hard, but most of the time we build those conversations up in our head and they're really not that bad after we have them. You're like, oh, that wasn't so bad. But during the time building up to it, you're like, oh my gosh, they're going to say this and this is going to happen. And next thing you know, once you do it, nothing ever happens. I mean, something's going to happen, but nothing that drastic usually happens. So one of the challenges I got for you today, the difference between the person you are now and the person you want to be, they just do it anyways, every single day. So for the next 7 days, when you feel resistance, don't negotiate with yourself. Don't overthink it. Just say those 4 words out loud or in your head. I do it anyways, and watch how quickly your life begins to change. I guarantee you it's going to change. That's the pod. I appreciate everybody watching, and have a good one. If you got any value out of this, send it to a friend.